Hello. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, or good night. You know how we do it. It's Palm Sunday, y'all. It's Palm Sunday. We've made it through 5 weeks of our journey through Lent together. And I thank you for spending this time with me. I thank you for always clicking on this video link and pressing play and listening to a little bit of what I have to say, or maybe all of it. All right. And today is a beautiful day where I am. The sun is shining. I'm just in awe of God's presence and just about everything that He has done on this beautiful Palm Sunday. I'm a bit overwhelmed with emotion. I'm a bit emotional. This Lenten journey has been particularly a little bit emotional for me, in the aspect of, I see so many people just not getting it. I see so many people professing to have faith and yet still succumbing to doubt. And as I revisit and look at my annual Lenten shows, the stories remind me that the same thing happened when Jesus walked this earth. It's no different today than it was thousands of years ago. But today, for those of us who know better, again, it's our duty and our responsibility to share with others. I witnessed something this morning at church that really left my heart broken. It really felt broken and sad, and I was thinking, oh, what is our Father thinking in this moment? So our service today began on the outside of the church, and our parish priest was blessing the palms, and everyone was supposed to be outside with him. But as I entered the church this morning, I realized they needed some help, so I started helping, distributing palms. And the message to the people coming in was, hey, we're beginning our service today on the outside, so we're inviting you to join our priest outside to process into church with him. And so many of that request was left unanswered and ignored, till when it was almost time for the celebration to begin on the outside, I was like, this is crazy. I'm looking at the inside of the church, and it's almost packed on the inside, And I'm like, why are they not heeding to the call to meet on the outside? Like, what are we doing? And these are, I'm not talking about the ones who are, not very well, or either a new mom with a baby, or, circumstances would, sort of deter you from being on the outside. But again, it's a beautiful day. It's nothing, nothing harsh about the outside. So I enter my church, and I said, I'm going to make an announcement, because I don't even know if an announcement was made. So I made the announcement, brothers and sisters, this blessed Holy Palm Sunday, we begin our service on the outside, and we encourage and inviting you to be out there. And as I said, it was startling to me that it was almost the entire church was packed with people sitting on the inside. Mind you, there was a crowd outside. But after my announcement, two people got up and they walked outside. That shattered me. That shattered me so much. This Lenten season, have you been called to be outside and you have stayed in the comfort of your inside? You're wanting to secure a seat when you are being called by Him to stand outside with Him. How many of us still are like doubting Thomas? Jesus has to come in this grand and glorious way for you to believe that He's there. When His word says to us, where two or three are gathered in His name, He is present. We go through the Lenten season every year. And it is difficult for us to step outside. How would you feel knowing, and this is even a legitimate, like, it blows my mind. Forgive my stumbling in this week's video. It just blows my mind that we as faithful servants and believers in the word, and we still will hesitate and not answer a call. We still will do that. I sat and I looked and I said to myself, my goodness, you are so close, yet so far. So close. What would it take for you to get up off of your seat to meet Jesus? What would it take? If his word and the faith that you believe in teaches you that he calls, teaches you that he sent his son not to be in the synagogues and the temples. He sent his son to be on the outside of those buildings. His church is beyond the walls created by man. His church is you and I. His church is a meeting ground where his love grows. And that could be in a desert. It could be literally steps outside of the building that you go in to worship every week. It could be in your home. A few weeks ago, I was not able to attend Mass. I was exhausted at my body. And I said, I was spending time with a friend who is a sister. And I said to her, I'm like, we're going to have church on your porch today. And we sat on the porch and we just took in the majesty and the splendor of all things God created. You could not tell me that Jesus was not present there. It was so refreshing, so humbling, the conversation was so rich and beautiful. I even posted a photo of feet up on chairs and our toes out in the elements and saying that church is on the front porch today. And best believe we had church. What are we missing? What will it take? What would it take for you to get up out of the comfort and the so-called security that you believe you're in when our Father calls? We know better. It's time for us to do better. We cannot continue to walk around saying that we're faithful and still putting conditions and limitations to the extent of which we want to give ourselves to God when he calls. If a renowned soccer player was outside, do you think there would have been a seat that was filled in the church? If the Pope was outside, do you think anyone, sick, abled or not, would have stayed seated inside of the church? We are entering Holy Week. We are stepping in to a time that reminds us that he will call. He will show you, he will tell you, he will be there, and you would ignore him. You would journey with him and you would betray him. You would be at his right hand, in the middle of his presence, day in, day out, and you will deny ever knowing him. But there are those amongst us who will hear the call and be his disciples, stepping out of the security of a building or a surrounding or comfort, leaving everything behind to follow him without even physically seeing him, to go out and to tell someone else about him, how your life is a living testimony to grace and mercy, to faith and a beautiful relationship unlike any other. My heart is full. I'm so full. I'm so full. And it saddens me to see so many still in the year 2025, in the midst of everything that we are living, seeing, and just walking through, that there's so many of us who will still sit in the pew and not move. My journey through Lent continues this Holy Week with an even stronger desire to not only serve my Father, but be a voice. To be a voice. And as it may have me in some states of being overwhelmed emotionally, I won't be silent. I won't be silent. I would do what needs to be done. I have had my voice be challenged many a times before this. And I sat in awe of how can you be in such a selfish space and state of mind that you miss the message. But then he quickly reminds me, it's not about them missing the message. It's about you delivering it. This week, this Holy Week, deliver the message you're being called to deliver. Stand confidently in the faith that you believe in. Get uncomfortable. Step outside and receive only what you can get from him. If you can this week, give a little extra time to prayer and fasting. Get uncomfortable while being secured within the comfort of his heart. We journey through Holy Week as the beginning of a new season until the next season of Lent. As we were reminded by my parish priest this morning, 5 weeks ago, we were anointed with the burnt ashes from the palms of 2024. Today, we receive the palms of 2025 to step forward. May those palms not only be a decorative element in your home, in your car, may it be centered in your heart. May you live what that palm represents. So when next you receive the palm as an anointing on your forehead, it will be faith, it will be love, it will be grace, mercy, and an encouraging relationship that you can testify to simply by the way you walk daily in his presence. I wish you a blessed, a happy, and a holy week ahead. Love grows here in every aspect of this blessed Holy Week. Have a good one.